Поклонники смешанных боевых единоборств в эфире M-1 Challenge под номером 90. Следующее противостояние спортсмена из Бразилии и Российской Федерации начнется прямо сейчас. Знакомьтесь с героями этой схватки.
Родом я с маленького городка Великого Устюга. С детства у меня была мечта стать чемпионом серьезной мировой организации. Вот сейчас у меня эта возможность получилась, я подписал контракт. И сейчас мне нужно сделать все, чтобы завоевать этот титул, так как у меня очень много болельщиков с моего маленького города, очень много ребят, которые занимаются, смотрят мои бои, хотят достичь такого же результата. В каком-то роде я их мотивирую этим. Вот, и хочу достичь своей цели до конца и доказать всем, то, что даже с таких маленьких городов могут рождаться чемпионы. В предыдущем бою я дрался за титул чемпиона М1, проиграл Дескальчуку. Очень было обидно проиграть, допустил сам ошибку, попался. Сделал работу над ошибками, сделал для себя какие-то новые выводы, цели. И сейчас с нового пути хочу вернуться и завоевать титул чемпиона М1. Чтобы реализовать свои планы, мне сейчас предстоит соперник из Бразилии, Рафаэль Диас. Стойкий, крепкий парень, неплохо бьет, хорошо борется. Ну, мы со своей командой сделали очень хороший геймплан. Я готов на бой на все 100% и покажу все в рейдже.
Bom, meu nome é Rafael Dias, sou de Manaus, Brasil. Vim lutar em M-1 global e espero dar um show pra galera aí russa aí. Espero que o Vadim esteja preparado, porque a porrada vai comer lá dentro. Ouça.
Рафаэль, не знаю, как ты, но я очень мотивирован на этот бой.
Уважаемые поклонники боевых искусств, представляем вашему вниманию трехраундовый супербой в наилегчайшем весе. В синем углу ринга спортсмен из Бразилии. Приветствуйте, Рафаэль Диас!
The Brazilian Rafael Dias holds the rank of brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. An extremely patient fighter on the ground in MMA. The last half dozen fights for Dias have gone the distance. 5 3-round fights and 1 5-round fight over that span, which Dias has won 4 and lost 2. Dias said, early aggression is my key in the stand-up. Work in the mid-range, lots of combinations, find my way to the takedown, and then show my patience and my technique on the ground with my jiu-jitsu. Dias said, my key to victory absolutely is to take away space from Vadim Malygin, standing and on the ground. Dias said, quite simply, if I take away space from Malygin, I will win this fight.
Спортсмен в красном гуридже представляет Российскую Федерацию. Клуб «Север», город Сыктывкар. Спортсмен с родины российского Деда Мороза по прозвищу Бет Санта. Встречайте! Вадим Малygin!
Vadim Malygin, Россия!
From Russia, Vadim Malygin. He enters this flyweight fight victorious in 4 of his last 5 bouts. The only loss over that span in the M-1 Rage, September of last year versus Alexander Doskalchuk. That fight scheduled for 5 rounds at stake, the inaugural M1 flyweight title. It was Doskalchuk defeating Malygin by way of 2nd round technical submission. Throughout his pro MMA career, Malygin has recorded 10 career victories by finish, 7 of those finishes coming in under 2 minutes. Malygin told me at our fighter meeting he wants to keep this fight standing for as long as possible, land power strikes. He said if we go to the ground, heavy punches to open up the submissions. That very much though is plan B for Malygin. He made clear plan A is to utilize his striking, where he feels he will have a big edge in this flyweight fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an M1 challenge bout in the flyweight division. Now let me introduce your fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 25 years old. He weighed in at 60.6 kilograms. He stands 163 centimeters tall and has a record of 14 wins with 5 losses. All the way from Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rafael Dias. And now welcome his opponent in the red corner. This fighter is 23 years old. He weighed in at 56.6 kilograms. He stands 170 centimeters tall and has a record of 12 wins, 3 losses with 1 draw. He is multiple-time regional hand-to-hand combat champion, regional kickboxing champion, Palmer Fights champion, and Red City Lights champion. From Sever team, from Syktyvkar, Vadim Malygin. And the referee for this bout, Mika Sinkinen.
Okay, you both know the rules, so let's make good and clean fight. That's close. Back to your corner.
In the flyweight division, Rafael Dias versus Vadim Malygin. There is the yellow card being issued to Dias by referee Mika Sinkinen. Dias missed weight by 3.9 kilograms, thus starts this fight with the yellow card, which equates to a 1-point deduction.
Ready.
Fight! Round number 1. Camouflage trunks for Dias, black trunks for Malygin.
Yeah, especially when you're at this weight division, 56 kilograms, an extra 4 kilograms on top is a lot. It doesn't really mean so much when they get to the higher weight divisions, light heavyweight, heavyweight, but on this weight class, when you're so light anyhow, a 4-kilo guy, that's a lot of weight.
See the bounce in the step of Malygin, hands high.
Dias keeps looking down at the legs. Is that a fake to kick? Is it a fake to shoot? But he keeps looking down at the legs.
Dias continuing to paw with the right hand. Nothing on that kick.
Nice kick to the liver.
Malygin immediately snatching the body lock, lets it go.
Oh,
Big
nice
knee.
knees. He's trying to pull free so he can strike. Needs to pull that underhook out. Using the good head control though. Got him pinned up against the ropes, use the head control, throw the knees, but Dias is firing back. Yeah, Malygin's trying to pull that arm out. I think he wants to start striking. He wants to break free from here.
Sankt calling for action. Bit of a stalemate along the ropes.
Yeah, the Brazilian who doesn't speak English wasn't quite sure what he asked for there.
3:05 remaining, round number one. Two explosive fighters, very measured, very controlled thus far.
Good
There's
call.
the separation.
Good call.
Sankt puts them right back to work, center of the ring.
Dias is stepping really far forward. He jumps forward, but he jumps right into the punching range of Malygin. He needs to be careful of doing that.
Slapping kick.
Malygin needs to fire a little bit quicker. As soon as he gets in the punching range, there we go. Boom!
Big right hand.
The timing was a lot better. He looked at his corner and pointed to the ground as if to say, shall I stay here? And nod of the head from his cornerman said yes, so it looks like he's going to stay here in the guard for a little while.
Wide open guard from Rafael Dias. Malygin basing on both knees. You see Malygin trying to walk his Brazilian opponent back. Dias claiming he was punched to the back of the head.
You know, you hear a lot of that, people saying they got punched to the back of the head, but they are turning their head in that position. If a fighter's going to aim for your face and you turn your head, that's what's going to happen.
Looking for the choke from the bottom.
Oh, nicely done as well. I noticed he had his hand underneath the choke, underneath the chin for a while. Foot on the hip, is he going to explode off or is he going to spin around for an armbar triangle?
Dias trying to stay very active with his bottom
There's
game.
that choke again. He needs to be careful of that. He puts the hand underneath, turns to the side and gets a baseball choke from bottom position.
Slowly you see Malygin walking back Dias. Now stacking him. Then lets him go.
I think it's a wise decision, to be honest, because Dias is really good from his back. When you're pulling off chokes like that from the bottom, that's not something you just practice overnight.
35 seconds remaining, round one.
Nice whizzer. Such an important position, that whizzer. You can do a throw from there, you can defend the takedown from there. There's a throw, missed it.
Malygin hipped in, couldn't find it.
Tries to get a takedown of his own, Dias. Gets spoiled.
The gong. Punch looked late. Soft warning for Mika Sankt in the end of round one.
Yeah, another very, very close round, but I've got to give that to Malygin. Nice domination in the takedowns and the striking, to be honest. He was a little bit better in the striking. Got a takedown, stood back up, and then when he got a takedown later on in the round, looked at his corner man, asked if he should stay there. Albeit, Dias was trying the submission attempts. He didn't get them off, so definitely around there now for Malygin.
Again, we encourage you, if you have not done so already, download the M1 Global app. for all operating systems. There's Alexander Putenko, the former M-1 Global Lightweight Champion tonight, trying to become the M-1 Global Welterweight Champion. He will face the undefeated titleist, Alexei Klinchenko, in our main event, M-1 Challenge 90. And coming up in our co-main event in the middleweight division, Joe Diesel Riggs versus Boris Polizhai. This fight, two others, the co-main and the main, still headed your way. So glad that you were with us, watching online, on TV around the world. With the great Ian the Machine Freeman, I'm Sean Wheelock. Round number 2. See the shuffle step from Gios, spinning back kick caught.
He's timing that beautifully. He timed it in the first round as well. What Diaz is doing when he goes to strike with the hands or with the spinning kick, he steps forward just a little bit too close to his opponent. When he's throwing the inside leg kicks, he's still out of range, but when he's trying to hit the head, he steps in too close.
Interesting that Gios said that his key to victory was to take away space from Malygin. Yet Machine, it's Malygin who's taking away space from Rafael Dias.
Yeah, Diaz has got his back up against the ropes right now with a body lock applied to him. You expect a takedown coming from Malygin. Or is he just going to rough him up from here and step back? Well, Malygin needs to be careful because he's taking punishment here.
Good turn from Rafael Dias, and he turned right back.
He did well there. He got the underhook and turned him, but he didn't capitalize on it. As soon as he got a gap, he should have started throwing some big knees.
You can hear the Portuguese in the corner of Rafael Dias. They're speaking Russian, of course, to the corner of Vadim Malygin. Blue to Gios, red to Malygin.
Oh, nice knee. That was right up through the middle from Diaz. Now watch how he steps in. Steps into the range of Malygin, and Malygin can, as soon as he sees his footwork come a little bit too close, that's when he fires. Diaz is doing really well with the kicks, keeps him on the outside. Oh, beautiful.
The Diaz runs away to reset.
A little bit unusual, caught with a 1-2 to Malygin, and then Diaz stepped back.
Literally ran, turned back, and reset.
Diaz wiping his eye. I don't know if he got caught with a finger poke or what, but taking a bit of a breather, looks like.
2:20 remaining round 2. Diaz much more standard, much more stationary with his striking. You see the continual bounce in the step of Malygin.
I don't know if he got caught in an eye poke or whether he's gassing out a little bit, but he just seemed to back off and lower the pressure. Oh, the tag on the way in.
Nicely done on the double leg.
Got caught in the guillotine, but did the perfect and right thing, which is to go to side control. Got caught in a half guard. I have seen people tap the half guard guillotines, but it's very hard to apply.
There is a lot of squeeze, a lot of commitment from Gios from half guard.
A hell of a lot. He could use this to try and elevate him and turn him over. He's got the half guard, which means he can use the leg that's in the middle to flip him over. But if he gets too close to the ropes, it's going to be very hard.
Malygin out.
Well, wisely he let go.
That's the biggest ovation of the night from this jam-packed crowd here at M1 Arena. That's a smart MMA crowd when they applaud submission defense. 55 seconds now remaining, round number 2.
Nice, nice, nice.
Beautiful
That was
sweep.
lovely done.
100% sweep. So rare in MMA in the full mount.
He needs to cross face, he needs to push the head down. Arm triangle. He's going to pass. He does. He drops down to the side. Beautiful work. He needs to get that hip down. It's a bit too high.
Looking for the
There we
finish
go.
on the head and arm choke. There's the tap.
Wow! What a finish!
And there is the win for Rafael Dias.
Oh my word! That is what you call a submission finish. He had a little bit of an unorthodox stance standing up, but when he took it to the ground, that was clinical. A lot of fighters would go for the ground and pound from mount, but not this guy. He took the arm, dropped down to the side control, and beautiful triangle finish.
That is a high-quality win for Rafael Dias, the 15th of his career. The ending sequence, dropping down, going for the guillotine. Malygin did well to defend it. The 100% sweep. Dias landing in full mount. Escaping the body lock. Moving into a classic, gorgeous technique. Head and arm choke on the arm triangle. Walking through the turn and the win for Rafael Dias. You appreciate technical submissions in MMA the way the Machine and I do. You certainly appreciated that from Rafael Dias, regardless of who you supported in this fight. Nice ovation from this Russian crowd for Dias.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 minutes, 39 seconds of round 2, we have a tap out due to an arm triangle submission, Rafael Dias.
Russian crowds always so sporting, even when their home nation fighter does not win. You saw that on display right there. Rafael Dias, so confident with his ground game, so patient with his ground game, a real source of pride in that level of patience. Early stages of this fight belonging to Vadim Malygin. Beautifully timing, partially catching that spinning back kick. Taking full control on the ground. The whizzer throw attempt. There was an interesting moment in the fight. Dias literally turning and running away after landing that 1-2. Ending sequence of this fight. Dias dropping back for the guillotine submission from half guard. Malygin able to pop his head free. The 100% sweep in the full mount. Rafael Dias then walking up through the head and arm choke. You see the squeeze in the angle. And that's tap or nap for Vadim Malygin. And there is the tap. The winner, by way of second round submission, Rafael Dias defeats Vadim Malygin.